Hey everyone, it's Zach. Today we are going to have our last episode with the Virizion Rain team. I have the other team all planned out. I've done the EVs. All I need to do is evolve the rest of the Pokemon that need evolved, get the items and the moves on it, so that should be ready to go tomorrow. I also wanted to let people know that are watching this, I am doing a giveaway for 12 Alolan Marowaks, 2 of them being 0 speed, all with Lightning Rod, and then the other 10 being 5-eyed Veed with Lightning Rod as well. So if you're interested in that, I'll have a link in the description so you can enter that. So far, I only have one person entered, so that person is going to get a 0-eyed Veed Alolan Marowak just because, as long as they have Nintendo Switch Online. But this team's going well. I've already thought of some modifications to maybe make the team better, a little more focused into the meta that's going on right now. Rain was a very early concept, so it's been kind of countered pretty easily. Kingdra not being that bulky is a problem, as well as having Virizion on the team. Virizion is probably what's considered by most the weakest of the 3 Swords of Justice, so I plan on making some changes. So our first opponent is going to have Togekiss, Rillaboom, Cinderace, Palossand, Lapras, and Grimmsnarl. So we've actually seen Palossand do really well. So I don't want to bring Rain here. So I want to say my best move is probably, but then you can just lead Cinderace. I'm not gonna lie, this is a terrible matchup. I want to bring Excadrill, but it does do well against the Grimmsnarl and the Togekiss. So it all depends on what my opponent leads. If we see Cinderace at all, this isn't going to be a fun time. And we're actually going to see Grimmsnarl and Lapras. So I think here one of the best things we can do is just beat up and max Knuckle. I do have to worry about seeing a Trick Eject button come out. But we will probably see a Gigantamax from the Lapras come out to try to set the Veil. And not to mention, Ice can actually hit both of these Pokemon really hard. So you can be incentivized to Gigantamax Lapras turn 1. But we're going to go ahead and Dynamax Virizion turn 1 and just use our beat up. And it looks like we are going to see the Lapras. Yeah. So +4 max Knuckle should one-shot it, and we should be able to outspeed it. We could get T-waved. And Grimmsnarl just not choosing to do anything. Which means the Grimmsnarl is probably attacking. But who do you attack into? So we go ahead and get our Justified boost, and we're going to launch this Max Knuckle into the Lapras. Which actually doesn't one-shot it, so that is very nice on their end. Oh, and we activate weakness policy. So we'll see the Gmax Resonance, and it's going to be able to one-shot our Virizion with a crit. And we'll see a Spirit Break come out. So I want to say we see a Sucker Punch from the Grimmsnarl. So really what I want to do here is set up the Reflect, even though it doesn't help against this Lapras, and Rock Slide into the Lapras as well. And we actually see the Taunt, so that really helps them. And we are able to close out the Lapras. So thankfully the Lapras didn't do that much damage, but unfortunately they were able to hit us pretty hard. So now we're going to see Rillaboom come out. So I think now we just have to Shadow Ball for damage. And I want to say I see a Fake Out come into the Excadrill slot. And now that I'm thinking about it, the Grimmsnarl can Sucker Punch now that it knows that I can't use any other moves. And you actually target into the Dragapult. Okay. And we'll see a Light Screen come out. Which, do those stack? So right now I'm going to Air Slash into the Rillaboom and Iron Head into the Grimmsnarl. Because I want to say we see Taunt coming out from the Grimmsnarl to avoid the Follow Me. And we get 2 crits. And we flinch the Grimmsnarl. So that was a really good turn of events there. I think just Rock Sliding and Dazzling Gleam is probably one of the best choices we can make here. And thankfully, we don't see a Cinderace. So we go ahead and take out the Grimmsnarl. And see a Heat Wave. Our Excadrill is Assault Vest, so that handles that pretty well. And we're able to take out the Togekiss. Crit Togekiss does not care about screens. And the Veil actually wears off. So I want to go ahead and go X-Scissor and Air Slash. I want to try to get as much damage as possible on this Rillaboom. And we're going to see the battle cancel. So, Crit Kiss was pretty much the only reason why we won that. But usually, I want to say with Terrakion, I know a Max Rockfall will take out most. So that Lapras has to have a lot of bulk investment. And they were really trying to set up the end game. And I do wonder, so if you know, you can tell me whether the Light Screens and Reflects will stack with the Veils. Let me know down in the comments below. Okay, let's move on to the next battle. And we have our next trainer. Raftilla? Raftilia? Here's Trick Room, but I mean, you can fake out here. This one's tough, because I want to say you lead Dusclops or Incineroar. Dusclops and Incineroar are Hatterene and Incineroar, and fake out turn 1. So to prevent us faking, like getting hit with the fake out, we will have to like max. I'm curious to see how they approach this. So Incineroar and Dusclops. So they are going to get Trick Room up. There's no way around that. And this could actually be Bulldoze. This could actually be Bulldoze and Weakness Policy Incineroar. So I think we have to hit that Incineroar hard, and we have to hit it fast, and then play around the Trick Room. So we're going to go ahead and beat up and activate our Justified. And because of Incineroar's Intimidate, we are going to be only +3 instead of +4. But that should be enough to take out the Incineroar with a Max Knuckle. Unless the Dusclops ally switches. And we don't see the ally switch. So we do take out the Incineroar. Unfortunately, we are going to see Trick Room go up. So we're going to go ahead and see Trick Room. And we'll see the Hatterene. And the only thing is that this Dragapult is Sash, so who do you go after here? I'm just going to double into the Hatterene. And we actually see a Will-O-Wisp. Dragapult's going to go down to a Sash. We will get a Shadow Ball off. And we'll get a Max Overgrowth, which probably won't do much damage after being... Oh, okay. That is not too bad. And we're able to knock out the Hatterene. Okay. You know, we made the best of a terrible turn. And we're going to see the Snorlax, so... You have 3 more turns of Trick Room. Let's try to get a Reflect off. And a Max Knuckle. And we're going to go ahead and see the ally switch. So you called that. But that means we do get our Reflect up as long as you didn't target down the As long as you didn't target down the Dragapult. So Snorlax is going to heal back from the grassy terrain, unfortunately. And here we see there's 2 more turns of Trick Room. And are you just going to keep ally switching? And we'll go ahead and see the Gigantamax Snorlax. And we're going to go ahead and protect with Virizion. And we're going to see a Nightshade come out. And a Max Steel Spike. So I think here we want to bring in Togekiss. Now let's go ahead and follow me. And we will Leaf Blade. I'm going to Leaf Blade into the Dusclops because I think we see an ally switch. Yeah. I should have called it with close combat, but I didn't want to take that risk. Togekiss is going to go down to the Max Steel Spike. And we do good damage, but we do prop the berry. Trick Room's over. So I want to say we see a Max Guard come out. Yeah. And then Trick Room's going to go back up. So I should have targeted into the Dusclops, but I don't think being burned, I don't think I have enough to deal with it. The best we can hope for is a flinch from Excadrill's Rock Slide. And no, Trick Room's still going to go up. So this is the last turn of grassy terrain, and we're going to see Snorlax finish its Gigantamax. I think here we have to Iron Head and Protect, and hope to goodness that's enough to take out the Snorlax. And you actually target into the extra drill. And you Earthquake. And that's enough to take out the extra drill. And Virizion's just, it's just getting shut down. Like, that Will-O-Wisp was critical. The Will-O-Wisp and the ally switch was what turned that match around for them, because if you don't land that Will-O-Wisp, if I call that ally switch, which I should have, not many Dusclops are running around with ally switch anymore, but I should have called it. If I was able to call that, like, it would have been a lot easier match. So Nightshade, Will-O-Wisp, Trick Room, ally switch, so you don't even have Pain Split, you don't even have a recovery. Not much we can do about that. They played it better than us. They got the moves and the turns that they needed. Let's go ahead and do one more. Okay, and our next trainer has been found. Alonzo. I feel like I've played this person before, actually. So we have the Whimsicott, Cinderace. I'm worried about the Sun. There's just so much you can do here. It's very hyper offense. I want to bring X-Drill, but I feel like Virizion's a better pick in the back. It all counts on what they lead, because like their 6 Mons are just two hyper offense pairs. So we'll go ahead and see the Whimsicott and Cinderace. So I'm just going to go ahead and Muddy Water and Follow Me. Because I think we see a Tailwind and then a move come out from the Cinderace. And if it uses Max Airstream and Whimsicott uses Tailwind, then I don't think we are able to outspeed it in the rain. But we will have to find out. So, yes, we do see the Tailwind. And actually, Bounce comes out. So we do hit the Whimsicott. And this won't hit Togekiss that hard. So I think, honestly, I just want to Follow Me and... Actually, yeah. Let's Follow Me in Muddy Water again. And we'll actually see the taunt come out from the Togekiss, so we won't be able to Follow Me again. Togekiss takes that bounce very well. And I kind of here want to just protect and Air Slash. Because I want to say you target the Kingdra now. So we're going to go ahead and protect with the Kingdra. And what I want to do is I want to get rid of this Whimsicott while it can, and missing the high jump kick is going to do a lot of damage to the Cinderace. And you actually double into the Kingdra. Oh, and Whimsicott avoids. So here I'll actually want to switch in Virizion and just get a Dazzling Gleam off. Because you're really focused in on that Kingdra. And that high jump kick does so much. And Virizion just goes down like that. And we are able to lock in the double knockout. So here I want to bring Kingdra back in. And we actually see the sun. So that's why you were so worried about the Kingdra. So I want to go ahead and max Airstream this Venusaur and just switch in Politoed. And we're probably going to see the Venusaur Gigantamax here. And if it's a bulkier one, we won't be able to take it out with max Airstream. But getting the speed advantage, taking away the sun, is really good for our side. Unfortunately, we've already taken some chip with Kingdra, so a double into it could be very bad. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and see the Venusaur Gigantamax and what looked like a Dream Ball. So we actually see the Colbivary on Venusaur, which is a really good touch. And it takes that max Airstream so well. So if you double into the Kingdra here, we're in some trouble. We'll see a Heat Wave, which isn't going to do much now that the sun's down. And a G-Max Vine Lash. And Kingdra takes that a lot better than I thought it would. I think here I just want to max Airstream again. And should I Icy Wind into the Venusaur? Yeah, I need to set up an endgame where Togekiss might be able to come in and Air Slash it. And we're actually going to see a Max Guard come out. I should have predicted that. We're going to see another Heat Wave. And we're going to go ahead and Icy Wind, which will slow down both these Pokemon. Well, no, not the Venusaur because of Max Guard. So I think here I'm going to Scald into the Ninetales and max Airstream into the Venusaur. The Venusaur can't max Guard. So I have to hit it hard now. I honestly should have Helping Hand. And we're going to go ahead and get a speed boost on both these Pokemon. We're going to see Life Orb, Chip. Scald will take out the Ninetales. And then I think Fine Lash. The thing is, Gigantamax is over. And my Politoed has the speed advantage, even though it's taking a lot of damage from the Vine Lash. It is +2 in speed. Okay, so my Politoed is +2. So I think what I need to do here is I need to Air Slash, and then I also need to Icy Wind to try to slow down this Venusaur so I can hit it with Togekiss before Venusaur can hit Togekiss. And that's not even going to matter because Icy Wind will be enough. Okay. So I think it was really good that we didn't keep Kingdra in, even though we really could have. But once I realized how much they were targeting Kingdra, I knew that there was probably the Venusaur in the back because, I mean, Rain is good to slow down Venusaur, but unless you have something that can take out Venusaur, it really doesn't do anything, and it actually helps it out because it helps its fire weakness. So switching out the Kingdra and sacking off the Virizion, as much as it sucked losing the Virizion, it was really good to keep that Kingdra in the back until I could get it in the position where Rain and Kingdra were out at the same time. But the Cold Berry was really good. I actually didn't expect that. I've seen bulkier Venusaurs, I've seen Assault Vest Venusaurs, I've seen Sash Venusaurs, but the Cold Berry is usually reserved for a Whimsicott or other Mons, so that was really good. But anyways, let me know how you like the team. The next time you see it, there will be some changes made, and next episode we will have a brand new team, so make sure if you want to check that out, you go ahead and like the video and subscribe. But anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you guys in the next one.